Hi guys, welcome to another episode on Agnes Isika blog. We're very glad to have you here. Thank you for clicking this video to watch it. Thank you if you subscribe. Thank you for being a part of our community. We do not take you guys for granted. We're very happy to have you. Thank you. So straight into the video. On today's episode, we're going to be like doing something that we don't normally do. We don't normally do this, so it's going to be a sort of movie review. And we're doing this because like the movie I'm about to talk about, it kind of piqued my interest and made me to think a lot. And I got a lot of lessons as a lady from the movie. The movie, yeah, Anikulapo. It's a new Nigerian movie that's starring on Netflix. And it has people talking, thinking, commenting, and everything. So basically, if you have not seen the movie Anikulapo on Netflix, please just pause this video at this point and then go and watch it and then come back. Because there's going to be like spoilers you get, because we have to talk about the movie extensively. If you haven't seen it, highly recommended. See it with your friends, talk about it with your friends and everything, and then come back and give us your comments in the comment section. Now, I want to believe that everyone continuing this video with me right now has watched the movie and they understand things I'm about to say, and I'm not about to spoil the movie for anybody. Okay, so the movie Anikulapo, I'm going to like obviously give a brief explanation of what I experienced or what I understood from the movie. I feel like the movie has two main characters, if I'm not mistaken. There's the main character, like the protagonist, and then there's the supporting character. But I don't feel like she's a supporting character. I feel like there are two main characters, just one that's more pronounced than the other, because it tells a story of two people, individually and then together. The movie Anikulapo, first of all, it's a Yoruba movie, and funny. I appreciate the Yoruba culture because I grew up in Lagos. My mom and her siblings speak Yoruba fluently, and I don't speak fluently, but I can understand Yoruba to a particular good extent, a good level. And watching the videos made me appreciate the culture and the language much more. And the storyline, Kunle Afolayan did a very good job with the storyline, with the screenplay, the plot, the cast, everything was well done, well delivered. So the lessons that we're actually about to talk about, like the lessons I learned, there's Saru from Bogon. Saru is like the protagonist, the main character in this story, and Saru, his backstory is that when he was 6 years old, he was meant to go and work and pay off his parents' debts, and then he worked for Ala Sophie, that is like a clothes weaver, someone that makes fabric clothes. So he spent most of his life working for this person. Obviously he worked for experts, so obviously became like very skilled in that. And then there is the second person I told you guys about, that this is a story of two people. The queen of Oyo State. So she's the last queen, like the youngest queen, and she was married to the king when she was just 15 years old. She was, as you know, the youngest queen. She was the king's favorite queen, but she was barren. She didn't have any children. Now, this queen, her name is Aralake. I like her name so much. I don't know. I feel like Yoruba names have like deep, beautiful meanings. Like even the name of the movie Anikulapo. I think Fela's name, Fela Kuti, I think his name was Anikulapo too. And the meaning of Anikulapo, we have death in the bag or in the pockets or in the bag mostly. It's like you are in control of death or something like that. And I don't know, for me, but that kind of name, it's I'm a Christian. Everything I think about, I always think it's Christianity. Pardon me. So Anikulapo, we have death in the bag. It's something like like you know how we Christians and we believe in Christ. So um, death is dead for us. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if my viewers understand that sentence, but death has died because Christ lives. You get, so I don't know, for us to Anikulapo, death isn't bad. Like, not bad per se, but death is not something I really worry about. That's by the way. And then Anikulapo, and then Saru. I don't know what Saru means, but I want to believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Arolake. I think the money will take care of this person or something like that. I think Arolake. Yeah, talk about to take care of this person's money or take care of her money. I would find out if that meaning is correct, and then I would put it in the comments on the caption. And then there's one of my friends that gave me the name. They gave me the name Adinke. Beautiful name. Adinke means, if you don't understand it, Adinke means it's someone that is sweet to take care of. Adinke, someone that is nice to care. It's same like this. As you see me, so I bask in that name because it's very sweet to take care of. Yeah, so still joking. So Arolake and Saru cross paths at in the city of, or in the village of Oyo, in the kingdom of Oyo. Saru and Arolake met, and I think it was basically love at first sight for them. But you know this thing about love at first sight, it is more of a fleshly, lustful sort of infatuation sort of scenario. Because I don't believe in love at first sight. I have experienced love at first sight, and I can tell you firsthand that is not love. I really believe that love has a lot to do with knowledge. You have to spend time knowing someone to know if you actually love them. Same thing with our love for God. We love Him because He first loved us, and how we grow in love for God is because I sincerely apologize for switching for like debating from spiritual topic, but I can't help myself. So how we grow in love for God is because we spend time in prayer and reading our Bible. Then that's how we get to know Him better. And the more we know what He has done and who He is the more we love Him for what He has done and who He is, and just knowing Him. So yeah, I believe that love grows with knowledge, and you need to know someone to love them. Knowing someone is loving them. Yeah. There's also love that's unconditional. So yeah, unconditional love also comes from, I know that you are this, I know that you have this, I know you have done this, but still I choose to love you. So Arolake and Saru, there's like a lot of things that happened before this when they met, but we'll get to that later. Their meetings like maybe midway or halfway to the movie, because yeah, things that happened before then. Remember I said that Arolake was a barren queen. She was the king of Oyo's favorite queen. King of Oyo's favorite queen, yeah. And then she basically saw Saru and was like, she was smith-stricken, like, fine boy, you know. Because yeah, Saru was a fine boy, or is a fine boy. And then they all basically saw each other like, fine boy, fine girl. And then yeah, they went ahead and they committed adultery. That's all it's called. That's what they did. It wasn't love. It wasn't anything good. It was adultery. If Arolake took time to get to know who Saru is, she probably wouldn't have liked him because he wasn't a content man. He was a very greedy person, and he had tendencies of to be proud. They began to sleep together, yeah, Arolake and Saru, and there's this thing that my aunt tells me about. She says, don't sleep with a man. This is I don't see at this point. This is my opinion. Whether you like it, that is really or not. This is my opinion. So you can give a comment about it, but this is what I feel. When people begin to sleep together, they begin to lack or a sense of judgment. Your normal logical sense of judgment may be clouded because there's now a connection that is physical than logical. A lot of things cloud it. But if you're not having sex and you're not being physical, you have your head intact, you have your head thinking correctly. You're able to see things for what they are, good or bad. But some people still don't have sex and still not able to think. That's for sure. But I just really feel like sex is a lot of connections, a lot of ties, and you just feel really bonded to someone, whether you're meant to be or not. So I really feel like people should grow in knowledge and with one another, and then decide to become one, marry, and then have sex. Because like then you're one, And there's another thing that I learned from Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. He says, love who you marry, not marry who you love. Because marrying who you love is like an adjective, but loving who you marry is an action. It's a verb, which actually love is. Love is an action. Love is a verb. Love is doing. Yeah. So loving who you marry is key. So assuming Abraham decided to love the king because the king loved Abraham. He didn't mind that she was barren. She was still his favorite queen, and he would leave the other queen's chambers and come and tell Arolake. Do you understand? So assuming Arolake was content in her heart with what she had. Fine, she got married to him out of her will. She got married when she was 15, but still she was favored, highly favored, because the king favored her. So if she decided to, this is my lot, and content with it, and maybe she won't have been in the she was. And truth, to be honest, it's not as if she grew in love with Sarah. They didn't talk. Because there were no scenarios of them having conversations or spending time out of not having sex until that one night they decided to elope. And they just it was two damaged people just trying to find peace with each other, and that is love. I'm not saying that I know what love is entirely, but I just thank God for how much He has taught me and let people teach me about their experiences. So and at the end, as it's not like someone like me now, I didn't see that the end coming. Sarah having 2 more wives and wanting to get a third one. Oh, my aunt saw it, my mom saw it. There's this thing my mom said. It said that no matter how many clothes a child has, they won't have as much rags as an old person. And there's this experience always when it comes to age. My mom and my auntie could see that this Daryl guy is a greedy guy. Something will happen and he'll leave Awolake. And I was like, because I had watched the movie before. How do you know that he will leave Awolake? And they've seen the patterns of this behavior. Someone that would be so greedy to have taken a king's wife. This isn't stopping him from taking another person. Do you get it? There's nothing stopping him from getting more women. They were entering his eyes to get. So she was entering his eyes. So if he doesn't have discipline enough to stay away from someone else's wife, what do you think? There's no limit to what he can do. And then and that was the truth. That's exactly what happened. After Awolake couldn't give birth to children, and not even just because of that, he just started sleeping on with their maid, and later got pregnant and had to get married to her. And then he got another wife too. And then they were treating Awolake's scornfully. And then eventually Kasalabos, he went to ask for something that she shouldn't have asked for, and that was his end. Basically, I'm taking this story from Awolake's point of view first, before analyzing Taro's point of view. Yeah, so Aranike was actually the person that went after Saru. So yeah, so she went after Saru because she was discontent, she wasn't happy with her life, she wasn't happy with what she had. So she said she was also treated very scornfully at the palace. So you can understand her wanting to leave and look to lover and everything. I guess all I can tell is just a single, and we just have to trust God for like decisions we make in our life. Like to help us with our decisions, to teach us the right, to make the right decisions, and basically look for counsel and stuff. For Saru, yeah, I feel like Saru was a very blessed person. Like normally, if you watch the film, if you watch the movie, Saru got things easy. He didn't have to stress a lot. Like after he had worked hard to pay off his father's debt and everything, and then he was now a man to go and start his own life. I feel like maybe because of how his childhood was and how he had suffered earlier, maybe for some reason God went to shine some favor upon him, and to show him some fortune. And when he got to the land of Oyo, the kingdom of Oyo, he was able to he met a lady, the lady met him, and then the lady gave him work to do. She was feeding him as well and paying him for the work, and then he was able to establish himself. The woman, Shola Shubole, she acted the role of Awaru in the movie. And Awaru is a very wealthy woman. Like Awaru was giving me joy. Like this woman is powerful. And she was giving me joy because she was she was wealthy. She could do and undo. Not necessarily do and undo, but she was just she gave me this Bible. I don't know how to explain that, but she just gave me the Bible. Big woman. Like if I want you, I get you. So yes, that was Awarun Shobali. So Awarun was the one who employed Saru, and Saru actually was sleeping with Saru because he was a fine boy now, sensing an old deck. She was an older woman, and she had left her husband's house. She was divorced. So there's this comment someone made about her. So Saru there was this villager, and the villager was like a gossip and stuff. So he knew that Awaru was sleeping with Saru, and then he called Saru and said Awaru that she's a woman, she's a woman she's a man in form of a woman or something like that. I don't know, that statement gave me joy. God please forgive me, because imagine saying a woman, a lady or a woman she's a man in form of a woman. That means she's powerful. I don't know, powerful men really turn me on, make me happy. Yes, go girl, yeah, you can do it. It make me I'm going to be very, very powerful woman. Guys, watch out. So that was a very powerful man, but she was sleeping with Saru, and she gave him a house. And Sam was a very fortunate person because in his first life, his original life, he got his house, their house, and his riches. It took him very easy. That's after he had survived when he was a child. And in his second life, when he was again and he was now raised from the dead, they still gave him a house. It's not as if he had to do it or he had to buy it. They all give him everything he needed in his life. Really came for him easy. So God really bless you though, and you just had to be so stupid, and you had to be discontent and greedy. Your first step is going to carry not carry child, the woman went after him, but you agreed to be adulterous with the king's favorite wife. And then the second life, you now went and asked for the king's daughter. And he was so proud and arrogant about it. So I think that's actually what it stands for. There's so much more I learned from the entire Anikulapo story, but I just trust that you guys have more to share with me than I have to share with you. So anything you have to say, just put it in the comments, because if I continue talking, I can talk for 1 hour about this movie and I just really want to stop. So thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for viewing, thank you guys for subscribing and being a part of this family. We love you so much. See you next time.